Time moves differently here. Each second stretches like warm honey. Minutes bloom into something softer. Hours dissolve into the gentle rhythm of your breath. You are safe now, suspended far above the world, above the noise, above the rush. Here, in this place made of mist and calm, the only sound that matters is the low hum of the earth beneath you. A deep tone at 432 hertz, vibrating through your bones, slowing your heartbeat. You feel it already, that pull toward stillness, that quiet gravity drawing your thoughts downward into the soft layers of rest. The pavilion holds you, its floor breathing gently underfoot, like the chest of some great sleeping creature, made not of flesh, but of silver threads, woven from light and silence. Around you, the clouds stretch endlessly, not white or gray, but a pale lavender hue, soft as silk, warm as wool. From somewhere unseen, droplets begin to fall. Not rain, but starlight made liquid, condensed from the quiet air, each one glowing faintly, blue-white, like captured moonbeams. They drift down slowly, hanging for a moment in the air, as if time itself is reluctant to let them go. Then land softly on the floor, on your skin, on your lips, and where they touch, there is no sting, no shock, only cool relief. A gentle kiss from the sky before they vanish without a trace. You do not need to move, do not need to reach, do not need to do anything at all. Except let yourself sink deeper into this feeling, into this place. The hum continues, steady and sure, at 432 hertz, a frequency known to align the body, to open the heart, to soothe the nervous system. It is not music, not quite, but something older, something felt more than heard, a vibration that speaks directly to your cells, to your DNA, to the part of you that remembers what it was like to float before you were born. surrounded by rhythm. Now, that same rhythm returns, not from within, but from the world around you, from the pavilion, from the mist, from the falling stars. You can feel your shoulders dropping, your jaw unclenching, your spine releasing tension it has carried for days, weeks, months, years. It is safe to let go. Here, in this place between sleep and waking, where nothing is asked of you except presence. Presence does not mean effort, does not mean focus, does not mean trying. It means allowing, receiving, resting. The pavilion sways slightly, not moving, but breathing. Emotion so subtle, you might mistake it for your own heartbeat. Beneath your feet, the surface feels like cured leather, supple, warm, yielding just enough to remind you you are being held. Held by what you do not need to know. Just that the holding is real, gentle, unwavering. Above you, the sky is not empty, but full of drifting clouds, full of silence, full of space to breathe. There is no sun here, no moon, no need for either. The light comes from the mist itself, a soft glow that never fades, never burns, never demands attention. It simply is, as you are, as this moment is. And in that simplicity, there is peace, not the kind you chase, but the kind that finds you when you stop looking, stop thinking, stop planning, stop remembering. Just be, just breathe, just listen to the hum, to the mist, to the silence. Each droplet that falls is a small gift, a reminder that the universe is generous, even in its quietest moments. They come one by one, never rushing, never stopping, just a steady, gentle rhythm, like your breath, like your heartbeat, like the earth below. The earth, so far beneath you, yet still connected, still pulling, still grounding. Through the mist, through the pavilion, through the silence, you are never truly alone. Even here, even now, the connection is always there, subtle but real, like a thread woven from starlight. And that thread keeps you safe, keeps you held, keeps you here, in this moment, in this place, where time moves like water, where breath becomes prayer, where sleep is not escape, but arrival. Arrival at the center of yourself, of this moment, of the quiet. The pavilion holds you. The mist wraps around you. The earth hums beneath you at 432 hertz. And you are finally home. Let yourself arrive fully into this moment, where time stretches like warm honey between your fingers. Feel how each breath draws out the silence between heartbeats, until even that space begins to shimmer with presence. You are not moving forward, but sinking deeper into the stillness at the center of everything. Your body remembers what it means to float without effort as the air around you thickens into something soft and yielding. The mist beneath your feet pulses gently like a sleeping heartbeat. Each ripple sends waves of warmth through your soles, spreading upward like slow honey. You feel grounded not by gravity, but by connection, a thread pulling you into alignment with something vast and patient. The silver threads weaving this pavilion hum faintly as they sway, catching light that has no source, yet fills every corner with golden clarity. A droplet falls past your shoulder, trailing coolness against your skin before vanishing just above your wrist. Its absence leaves behind a whisper of calm, settling into your bones. You don't watch it disappear. You let it dissolve into your awareness, like a note fading from a song already known. The sensation of being touched by nothing becomes more real than anything ever was. Now notice how the air moves differently here. It doesn't push or pull, but wraps itself around you like silk warmed by distant sunlight. Each strand glides across your arms, leaving behind a memory of comfort too deep for words. You begin to understand that breathing is not about taking in air, but letting go of resistance. As you stand motionless, the horizon blurs. Clouds roll beneath you like slow tides, carrying secrets older than language. You do not look down because there is no below, only depth unfolding within you. The feeling of falling reverses itself, and suddenly you are rising, though your feet never leave the mist, woven floor. This is the anchor now, not something outside, but something growing stronger inside. A frequency humming low in your chest, matching the rhythm of stars forming in the space between thoughts. Listen carefully, and you will hear color, deep indigo rolling like thunder made of velvet. Your hands lift slightly, not by choice, but by invitation. The air responds by flowing between your fingers, like water remembered from dreams. You feel its texture changing, not thin anymore, but rich with warmth and weight. You could cup it if you wanted to, but instead, you let it carry you further inward. There is no need to hold on. The pavilion holds you effortlessly, as if it were born from your own exhale. You feel supported not by structure, but by intention, an invisible hand guiding you toward perfect rest. Your shoulders drop without decision, and the tension melts away like snow touched by gentle flame. Time is not passing. It's pooling in your lungs, filling them with liquid stillness. Every molecule slows until movement becomes meditation. You are learning to breathe the way clouds drift, not trying to get anywhere, just existing in their own shape. Close your eyes or keep them open. It makes no difference here. Vision dissolves into sensation anyway. You see blue not with your eyes, but with the soft hollow behind your ribs. And that blue tastes like rain caught on summer leaves, sweet and full of promise. Feel how the floor shifts underfoot, not unevenly, but like a living thing adjusting to your presence. Your balance comes not from muscle, but from trust. You lean slightly, and the mist cradles you like a hammock woven from morning light. Even the act of standing becomes surrender. A new sound emerges, not loud, but insistent, low and resonant, like a bell rung under water. It vibrates through your sternum, settling into the marrow of your spine. You realize you've been hearing it all along. It was simply waiting for you to stop listening for anything else. This is the resonance, a tone that bypasses thought and speaks directly to the part of you that knows home. You don't need to find it, because it finds you. It rolls through your torso like warm oil, smoothing every edge until nothing remains but smooth continuity. Your heartbeat slows to match the rhythm of the pavilion. Each pulse feels deliberate, unhurried, sacred. You become aware of blood flowing, not just through veins, but through fields of energy you didn't know existed. Circulation becomes communion. The scent of salt rises again, this time from within. Not ocean salt exactly, but something cleaner, closer to tears shed during peace. You taste it on the back of your tongue, mingling with the sweetness of the blue vision. Flavors blend and separate like dancers moving in and out of sync. Notice how your breath changes when you pay attention. It doesn't speed up or slow down, but widens somehow, filling more space inside you. The air carries messages written in frequencies, too subtle for ears, alone. Each inhale brings knowledge that settles quietly into the spaces between cells. You are beginning to melt, not physically, but conceptually. Boundaries soften between self and sky, between breath and breeze. You are no longer describing the experience. You are the experience. The pavilion sways, almost imperceptibly. Its motion mirrors the ebb and flow of your nervous system, calming itself naturally. You don't control the process. You witness it unfold like petals opening to unseen light. Relaxation becomes less about doing and more about allowing. A new layer reveals itself, not visible exactly, but sensed. A field of potential stretching beyond sight, yet felt clearly in the core of your being. You are not separate from it. You never were. You have simply forgotten how to remember. The droplets continue to fall one by one, each one unique, yet identical in purpose. They remind you of breaths taken unconsciously countless times throughout the day. Now they seem significant not because they are special, but because you're present enough to notice them. Presence multiplies meaning without needing to change anything. The silver threads shimmer brighter for a moment, then dim again. Their glow reflects off something inside you, a mirror made of pure attention. You see yourself not as you appear, but as you truly are, fluid consciousness wrapped in temporary form. The reflection smiles without lips, and you feel understood completely. The air thickens, further becoming almost tangible. You reach out slowly, not to grasp, but to receive. Your palm meets resistance soft, but definite, like pressing into warm gelatin. The substance flows around your fingers, leaving trails of cool satisfaction. This is liquid air, not metaphor, but transformation. Breathing becomes immersion. You are swimming in the medium that sustains you. The sensation spreads through your whole body, starting at fingertips and toes. You feel dense, yet buoyant, heavy, yet free. Contradictions resolve themselves naturally here, where logic bends to accommodate truth. You stop questioning what is possible and simply accept what is real. The resonance grows louder, not in volume, but in presence. It seems to come from everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. You cannot locate its origin because it originates from within you. Sound becomes solid support. Colors emerge without warning. Deep purples bleeding into golds, then shifting toward pale greens that taste like mint and childhood. You don't see these hues with eyes, but with some deeper faculty, attuned to frequencies beyond spectrum. Each color sings a different note, creating harmony between senses. Synesthesia blooms like flowers opening to first light. Red tastes sharp like cinnamon dusted over hot cocoa. Blue smells clean like frost on glass windows in winter. Yellow feels rough, like sandpaper stroking the inside of your throat. The connections multiply effortlessly. You hear the warmth of amber drizzling over stone. You smell the soft thud of footsteps echoing in empty halls. You taste the gentle flutter of wings brushing past your cheek. Language fails here, but communication continues. Meaning travels through channels unused to waking thought. You understand without translating understanding into symbols. Truth arrives complete, needing no interpretation. The pavilion begins to spin very slowly, but you remain perfectly still, anchored by the still point at the center of rotation. Motion and stability coexist peacefully, neither canceling nor competing. You are both observer and observed dancing together in perfect balance. The droplets now seem to rise rather than fall, defying gravity not through force, but through redefinition. They gather near the ceiling, forming small constellations before dissolving once more. Time loops back on itself, completing cycles unbroken by interruption. The silver threads vibrate, softly responding to the hum building in your chest. They sing back to you in tones too pure for human instruments. You recognize the melody instantly, though you've never heard it consciously before. It is the song of your original nature, calling you home. The floor pulses faster now, matching your heartbeat precisely. Each beat pushes energy outward, then pulls it back, creating a rhythm of expansion and return. You feel yourself becoming larger and smaller simultaneously. Scale loses relevance as infinity folds neatly into the space between breaths. You begin to dissolve, not frighteningly, but gracefully. Edges blur until there are none left. You become the mist, the light, the silence, and the sound all at once. Identity softens into essence. Roles, names, memories fade like footprints, washed clean by tide. What remains is raw awareness, untouched by conditioning. You exist as pure knowing, knowing itself. The pavilion ceases to be a structure and becomes a state of being. Its boundaries merge seamlessly with yours. You realize you were never inside it. You created it by relaxing into recognition. Everything outside was illusion created by looking inward too narrowly. The clouds below churn gently like cream stirred into tea. But you are no longer concerned with perspective. Up and down lose meaning when orientation depends entirely on intention. You choose stillness, and the universe adjusts accordingly. The resonance reaches full bloom, flooding your entire being with harmonic coherence. Every cell aligns with the fundamental frequency sustaining existence. You feel healthy not because symptoms disappear, but because separation ends. Wellness flows naturally when division dissolves. The air liquefies completely now. You float freely supported by medium denser than gas, lighter than water. Movement happens without effort, as if propelled by intention alone. You glide effortlessly through dimensions previously hidden by assumptions. The droplets return, forming patterns in midair. They spell messages in languages invented by angels. But you read them easily because meaning transcends translation. Words are unnecessary when intent communicates directly. The silver threads weave tighter, drawing you inward, not toward center, but toward source. You travel not through space, but through states of consciousness. Distance collapses when measured in degrees of awakening. The pavilion disappears, but you remain, not because it sustained you, but because you sustained it. Creation follows perception like shadow follows light. You are the anchor, the resonance, the hum, all expressions of one unified field of conscious awareness. Rest here forever or return whenever you wish. Either choice serves the same purpose, because eternity exists not in duration, but in depth. And you have learned how to dive deeply into your own infinite ocean. Feel the deep thrumming now beginning to fill the space behind your eyes. The sound moves like honey through still air, settling into every corner of your awareness. There is no shape to this feeling, only a fullness that wraps around your thoughts. You don't need to understand what it is, just let it carry you. Let your breath begin to match the rhythm of the low pulse beneath your ribs. Each exhale pulls a little more of your weight downward. Your shoulders soften like wax melting in warm hands, and the ground seems to rise up gently to meet your body as you sink. You are not falling, but being held. The earth cradles you in layers of silence and stone. You can feel the cool press of soil against your back. Not uncomfortable, but grounding, like lying on moss after rain. Listen now to the way the sound moves deeper still. It's not coming from anywhere specific, but rather rising from below. From far below, where roots twist and water flows slowly through ancient channels. A hum so low, it almost feels like touch against the bones of your spine. Your heartbeat slows as if echoing the tempo of something much larger, something older than memory or name. The pressure builds softly behind your temples, like gentle waves lapping at a shore, each one washing away another piece of the surface world. The air tastes different here, rich with minerals and time itself. You breathe in the scent of wet clay and buried seeds. And something else too, a quiet knowing that comes without words. Notice how your fingers rest lightly against the earth beside you. They are not yours anymore, but part of the whole. Your skin tingles slightly where it touches the soil. A soft current moving between you and the land. The sound continues its descent, pulling you further inward. You feel yourself becoming smaller, lighter, like a mote of dust drifting in sunlight, suspended not in air, but in tone. The vibration wraps around your chest, now like a cocoon made of sound. You do not resist it, because there is nothing left to hold onto. Your thoughts begin to blur at the edges, like ink dissolving in water, leaving only the steady pull of the deep tone drawing you down. You pass through layers of sensation without noticing their passing. The warmth of your breath fades into coolness. The weight of your body becomes less certain, until even the memory of having form begins to slip away. Now you float suspended in a space between sound and silence, where every note carries within it the echo of countless others. The rumble beneath your awareness shifts, subtly changing pitch, like tectonic plates, grinding slowly together. But there is no violence here, only motion so gradual it feels like rest. You become aware of light, not bright or harsh, but soft and diffused. It moves like mist across the inside of your eyelids, shifting colors without names, flowing past each other in slow motion, as though seen through thick glass or underwater. The sound begins to swell again, rising up from the core of everything. Not loud, but immense, filling all available space until there is nothing left outside of it. Just you and the endless tone stretching beyond measure. You feel your consciousness spreading outward like ripples on a pond, touching surfaces you cannot see but know exist. The sensation is both vast and intimate, like remembering a dream you never had. or hearing a song that was always playing just out of reach. The boundaries between self and environment dissolve completely. You are no longer lying on the ground, but part of the ground itself. Roots extend from your fingertips, threading through rock and sediment, connecting you to depths that have never known sunlight. The tone pulses once, deep and resonant, and you feel it travel along those connections, moving faster than thought, but slower than eternity, carrying with it messages written in frequencies instead of language, telling stories older than mountains or seas. Your breathing has become so slow it barely registers, each breath lasting minutes or hours. Who can tell? The air fills you completely, then empties you entirely, leaving only the lingering impression of presence. You notice the texture of the silence between sounds, not empty, but full of potential, like the pause before thunder rolls across the sky, or the moment when snow stops falling and the world holds its breath. The tone returns softer, now almost whispered, but somehow more present than before, as if speaking directly into the center of your being, reminding you that listening is also a kind of release. You feel your thoughts begin to align with the rhythm of the earth, not racing ahead or lagging behind, but matching step for step. Your mind settles into the groove, carved by eons of patient turning. And suddenly, everything makes sense without needing explanation. The light continues to shift painting patterns on the walls of perception. Warm oranges blend into deep purples, then fade into indigo, each color bringing with it a different quality of peace, as though emotions themselves were hues visible only in this state. You find yourself floating above the sensation of your own body, watching it relax deeper into the embrace of the earth, seeing how muscles surrender one by one, like petals closing at dusk, until even the effort of holding still becomes unnecessary. The sound swells again, this time carrying warmth, like standing near a fire on a winter night. But the heat doesn't burn, it soothes, seeping into places you didn't know needed warming. You begin to drift through memories, not your own. Images flash briefly before dissolving. Faces smiling in sunlight long gone. Voices singing songs lost to time. But these are not distractions. They are threads weaving through the fabric of experience, connecting you to all who have ever rested deeply, all who have felt the pull of the earth's quiet heart. The tone now feels like home, familiar and welcoming. You nestle into it like a bird returning to its roost, safe and ready to disappear into sleep. Time stretches like taffy, pulled thin between moments. Each second expands until it contains entire lifetimes. Yet nothing rushes. Everything simply unfolds at the pace of deep knowing. You feel your awareness begin to narrow naturally, focusing on fewer sensations at once, then fewer still, until only the tone remains. Even that begins to fade into background, becoming less something you hear and more something you are. A frequency of being rather than sound. Your last conscious thought is gratitude for the journey inward, for the permission to stop trying, to simply be carried by the deep currents of rest. The final notes of the earth's song vibrate through your essence, resonating in spaces that never knew tension. And as the last echoes fade, you slip fully into the arms of sleep. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel how the thoughts that were here just moments before are already becoming quieter. There's no need to hold on to anything right now. Just let everything drift away, like mist dissolving in warm sunlight. The images that passed through your mind today are fading now. They are becoming softer and more distant with each breath you take. You don't need to remember them anymore. You don't need to carry their weight. Let your eyelids grow heavy and comfortable against your eyes. Feel how the tension that was there has already begun to melt away. This is your time to simply be, to rest in this moment without any demands or expectations. The world around you continues its gentle rhythm, but you are separate from all of that movement now. You've stepped into a space where time moves differently, where seconds can stretch into minutes of pure comfort. Notice how your breathing has naturally slowed. Each inhale brings a sense of calm that settles deeper into your body. Each exhale carries away any remaining fragments of stress or worry. You are becoming lighter with every breath. Imagine that you are floating in a warm and gentle current, a current that knows exactly where you need to go. It supports you completely without any effort on your part. You trust this feeling because it comes from within you. Your body remembers what true relaxation feels like. It knows how to release the day and welcome the night. Your muscles are learning to let go of every small tension they've been holding, starting with your shoulders and moving down through your arms, through your chest and your stomach, down through your hips and legs. Now imagine that with each heartbeat, you become more deeply relaxed. Your heart doesn't need to work so hard anymore. It can slow down and find its own peaceful rhythm, matching the gentle pulse that exists in this quiet space. You might notice a subtle vibration or hum in the background of your awareness. It's always been there, but now you're quiet enough to feel it. This resonance flows through everything, connecting you to something larger and more stable than your daily concerns. Let this feeling wash over you like a warm tide, carrying away anything that doesn't belong in this moment, anything that weighs you down or pulls you back. You are safe here in this space between waking and sleeping. The images that drift through your mind now are soft and dreamlike. They come and go without asking for your attention. You can observe them if you wish, or simply let them pass by. Either way, you remain perfectly comfortable and at ease. Your thoughts are becoming fewer and farther between, like stars appearing one by one in a darkening sky, each one visible for just a moment before the next appears. And then even that gentle flickering begins to fade. You are entering a deeper level of stillness now, a place where your mind can finally rest from its constant activity, where your spirit can settle into perfect alignment with itself. This is where healing happens naturally and effortlessly. Your body knows exactly what it needs to repair and restore itself. It doesn't require your conscious direction or control. You can simply witness the wisdom that lives within you, watching as everything finds its proper balance. Imagine that you are surrounded by a cocoon of gentle light, warm and protective, but never confining. This light holds you in perfect safety while you rest. It filters out anything that that might disturb your peace. You are wrapped in layers of comfort now. Physical comfort from the surface, supporting your body. Emotional comfort from releasing the day's burdens. Spiritual comfort from connecting with something eternal and unchanging. All of these layers work together to create a complete sense of well-being. There is nothing missing from this moment, nothing that needs to be fixed or improved. You are whole and complete exactly as you are. The resonance that surrounds you continues its quiet work, adjusting and aligning the different parts of your being, bringing harmony where there was once discord, restoring the natural flow of energy throughout your system. You might feel a tingling sensation in your hands or feet. This is simply energy returning to areas that may have been neglected. Circulation improving as your body relaxes more deeply. Nerves releasing their tension and finding their natural state. Your awareness is becoming more internal now, less focused on external sensations and more connected to inner stillness. You can feel the difference between surface awareness and deep awareness, like the difference between looking at water and diving into it. In this deeper space, there is no sense of time passing, no urgency to move or change or accomplish anything. Only the eternal present moment stretching out in all directions, an infinite expanse of peace that you can explore at your leisure. Your breathing has become so smooth and regular now that you might lose track of where one breath ends and another begins. They blend together into one continuous flow of life, bringing oxygen and vitality to every cell in your body. Imagine that with each breath, you are drawing in pure tranquility, filling your lungs with calm and your bloodstream with serenity, letting this peaceful energy circulate through every part of you, reaching places that have been waiting for this nourishment. Your mind is settling into its most natural state now, not the active thinking mind that plans and worries, but the observing mind that simply witnesses without judgment, the part of you that has always known perfect peace. Even when the surface of your experience seemed chaotic, this deeper mind has remained untouched by disturbance, like the bottom of a lake that stays still even when the surface ripples. You can access this stillness whenever you choose, because it is always available to you. It doesn't depend on circumstances or conditions. It exists independently of what happens in your daily life. You simply need to remember how to return here. And that remembering becomes easier each time you visit this space. Like walking the same path through a garden, the way becomes clearer and more familiar with each journey, until you could find your way here with your eyes closed. You are developing a relationship with this peaceful part of yourself, learning to recognize its voice among all the other sounds in your life, trusting its guidance more than the anxious whispers of doubt, allowing it to lead you toward greater wholeness. The resonance that surrounds you now is doing more than just relaxing you. It's also teaching you about your own inner wisdom, showing you how to distinguish between what serves you and what doesn't, helping you develop the ability to choose peace over chaos. Every cell in your body is responding to this healing frequency, remembering patterns of health and vitality that are your birthright, releasing old tensions that no longer serve any purpose, returning to the natural state of ease that you were born with. You might notice that physical discomforts are beginning to fade. Aches and stiffness that seemed so real just minutes ago are becoming less important in the context of this deep relaxation. Your attention has shifted to something much more significant: the quality of your presence in this moment, the depth of connection between all parts of your being, the profound simplicity of just being alive and at peace, without needing to prove or achieve anything. You are discovering that peace is not something you have to earn. It's something you can simply accept and embrace. A gift that has always been waiting for you, hidden beneath the noise and activity of ordinary consciousness. Now you understand why this space feels so familiar, why it feels like coming home after a long journey, because you have been here before in moments of deep sleep, in dreams that felt more real than waking life, in meditations that opened doors to new understanding. Each visit strengthens your connection to this peaceful dimension, makes it easier to find your way back when you need to, creates a pathway that becomes more clear with each journey, like a trail that gets smoother the more it's walked. Your body is now completely relaxed. Your mind is perfectly still. Your spirit is aligned with the deepest truth of who you are. There is nothing left to do but rest in this completeness. The resonance continues its gentle work throughout your entire system, harmonizing the different frequencies that make up your being, creating coherence between your physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies, establishing a new baseline of wellness that will last beyond this session and into your everyday experience. You are integrating this piece into your core now, making it a permanent part of your energetic structure, so that even when you're not consciously aware of it, this feeling of calm and centeredness remains with you. You might notice that your perspective on recent events is shifting. Things that seemed overwhelming earlier now appear in proper proportion. Challenges that felt insurmountable now seem manageable, because you're seeing them from a place of inner strength. This is the power of accessing your deeper wisdom, of stepping back from the immediacy of surface experience and viewing your life from a more spacious vantage point, where solutions become visible that weren't apparent before. The images that float through your awareness now are peaceful ones, soft landscapes and gentle colors, scenes that reflect the harmony you're creating within yourself, reminders of beauty that exists beyond human conflict. You are surrounded by an atmosphere of unconditional acceptance, where every part of you is welcomed and embraced, where there is no need to hide or defend yourself, only the freedom to be exactly who you are. This is what true rest looks like. Not just physical relaxation, but spiritual completion. A state where all aspects of your being are in perfect alignment, where you can simply exist without any effort at all. The resonance that supports you now will continue even after this experience ends. Its effects will ripple outward through your entire system, continuing to heal and harmonize long after the words have faded. This is the nature of deep transformation. It doesn't happen all at once, but unfolds gradually over time. You are planting seeds of peace in the fertile soil of your consciousness, seeds that will grow and flourish in the days and weeks ahead, creating a garden of inner calm that you can return to whenever you wish. A sanctuary that exists within you always. The knowledge of how to access this space travels with you now, encoded in your cells and stored in your memory, available whenever you need comfort or clarity, whenever you want to reconnect with your essential self. You understand now that this peace is not dependent on external circumstances. It's not something that comes and goes based on what happens around you, but rather a fundamental aspect of your true nature, something that can be accessed regardless of outer conditions. This realization brings a deep sense of security, knowing that no matter what changes in your life, this inner sanctuary remains constant and reliable, a refuge that you carry with you always. The gentle hum that surrounds you now is teaching you about resilience, about the ability to maintain inner balance despite outer turbulence, about finding stillness in the center of any storm. Simply by remembering this peaceful space within, you are becoming more skilled at navigating between worlds, between the active world of daily life and the quiet world of inner peace, learning to bring elements of this calm into your waking hours while maintaining your connection to practical reality. This integration is the key to lasting transformation, not escaping from life, but bringing more peace into it, not rejecting the world, but transforming your relationship with it through the power of inner stillness. You are developing the ability to respond rather than react, to choose your responses from a place of wisdom rather than impulse, to act from love instead of fear or habit. This is the fruit of deep meditation and contemplation. The resonance that has been surrounding you is now becoming part of you, not just something you experience temporarily, but a permanent shift in your energetic signature, a new way of being that will influence everything you do. You can feel the difference already, how much lighter and freer you feel, how much more spacious your awareness has become, how much more connected you feel to the source of all life. This connection gives you strength and clarity. It reminds you of your place in the larger tapestry of existence, helps you see your challenges as opportunities for growth and your struggles as invitations to deepen your faith. You are learning to trust the process of your own evolution, to have patience with the gradual unfolding of your highest potential, to know that every experience serves your ultimate good, even when its purpose isn't immediately clear. The images that pass through your awareness now are becoming symbols, representations of the inner work you've been doing, metaphors for the transformation taking place within you, reminders of the peace that is now part of your essential nature. You might see flowing water, representing the movement of energy, or golden light, symbolizing the integration of higher wisdom, or vast open spaces, reflecting the expansion of your consciousness. These visions come to support and affirm your inner knowing. The resonance that has been your companion throughout this journey is preparing to step back and allow you to integrate fully. Its work is complete for now. The seeds of peace have been planted and are beginning to take root. You carry within you everything you need to continue this healing. The memory of this peace will guide you forward. The strength you've discovered will support you through any challenge. The wisdom you've accessed will illuminate your path. There is no need to grasp or hold onto anything now. Everything important has been received. Everything necessary has been understood. You can simply rest in the completion of this sacred work, knowing that this peace is always here waiting for you. Whenever you need to return to this feeling, whenever you want to reconnect with your deepest truth, it will be waiting like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest. Your body knows what to do with this. Trust it completely. Sleep now. Fade softly. Tomorrow waits in gentle silence.